Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Bring the energy.
First play, here's Cousins.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Goff on 1st down. This is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangwu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison.
An 80-yard touchdown.
Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
Cousins will try and throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
That is caught.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in his first quarter. They were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We're watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Badgley's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Cousins.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now Cousins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10.
This is caught by Addison.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver from 19 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Goff now looking to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota.
Take it at the 37. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Akers is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his... And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to the air. Goff on second down.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Again, Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gone.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again is Goff. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Final play of the half, Cousins. Knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown!